Hello, good morning. Today, in the continuation of the mathematical modeling, the first unit of mathematical modeling is linear programming. So, I would like to discuss linear programming in this part. This linear programming is something based on the data and its analysis so that we can use suitable mathematical form with the certain conditions. Then the plan of presentation for linear programming is analysis of data and model formulation, which kind of model we know, then the graphical solution and the linear programming model for the problems and the solution and its analysis. So in coming few minutes, we will like to discuss about the linear programming and with suitable examples, that is maximization and minimization example in the case of linear programming. So let us have data analysis. This is the life cycle assessment of the data analysis, so that the goal and scope of the definition we have to define by the inventory analysis and impact of the assessment and their interrelationship. And finally, we'll get the interpretation of the what we have life cycle assessment. And then the direct applications of this method is product development and improvement, strategic planification, public policy, marketing, health sector, etc. And the other aspects of the technical aspects, economical aspects, and marketing with social mobilization. So let us start. What is the linear programming? Linear programming models seek to maximize or minimize a linear function subject to set of linear constraints. The linear model consists of following components: a set of decision variables, an objective function, a set of constraints. The importance of linear programming are many real world lends themselves to linear programming model directly related to one another. There are efficient solution techniques that solve linear programming models. Many real world problems can be approximated by this method model, and well-known successful application in manufacturing, industry, agriculture, health sector, etc. Assumptions of linear programming models are the parameter values are known with certainty, that is parameterization of the function. The objective function and constraints exhibit constant return to the scale. There are no interactions between the decision variable, that is the adaptive assumptions. The continuity assumptions variables can take any value within a given feasible range. Now, linear programming model formulates basically decision variables, mathematical symbols which represents the activity of operation. For example, we have a simple operation of the two variables. So we can say the horizontal variable and then vertical variable correspondingly. Objective function, then a linear programming reflects the objective of the operation. The most frequent objective of business firm is to maximize profit or to minimize the loss. And there are certain constraints that relationship representing a restriction of the decision. The possible objectives are lower capital cost design for the same design objective. Incremental production increase from the same asset base, marginally reduce unit production cost, and lastly, better energy, environmental performance without compromising competitive position. So as we have here, reduction and increments, the reduction in cost, reduction in the pollution of atmosphere, reduction in the consumptions of energy. So we have to find out this kind of technology and techniques so that the minimize the pollution in our environment and consumptions of the energy, so that the durability of the system can be increased. And increasing throughput, the production will increase, yields the value, and the profit is maximized. For the complete process of linear programming, there are some terminologies, and these are solution. So the solution, not necessarily the final answer to the problem, because it is optimized. That depends upon the condition and variable constraint. Then feasible solution, solution that satisfy that all the constraint. If the constraints are changing, then solution may be changed. Infeasible solution, solution for which at least one of the constraint is violated. And feasible region, set of all points that satisfy all the constraint in particular region in the graphical sense. The possible to have a problem without any feasible solution. Binding constraint, that constraint has to be fulfilled. The left hand side of the and the right hand side of the constraints are equal. That is, constraint is satisfied in equality. Otherwise, the constraints are non-bonding. That is, non-bonding means either it is slack or it will be surplus. That will be discussed later on. So for this optimal solution, feasible solution that has the best value of the objective function in the given circumstances. The largest value, maximization problem, smallest value, minimization problem, and multiple optimal problem, no optimal solution, and unbound. These are the terminologies that we will follow in the coming discussions. So how to mathematical formulate? First, we decide what kind of the problem is, either it is maximum or minimum. This maximum minimum problem can be mathematically expressed as Z, and Z is equal to C1x1 plus C2x2 and then Cnxn, where Cn, Cj is objective function coefficients and Xn is decision variables. The decision variables may be horizontal or vertical as. The subject to the A11x1 plus A12x2, then A1xn, and this is less than, equality, greater than. That is surplus, slack, and equality. So these are the three conditions that exist with the given resource B1. Similarly, for the other objective, A21x1 plus A22x2 plus A2nxn, that's B2, AM1x1, AN2x2, and this is the Bn. So you find very easily that something we are going to the matrix formulation. But right now, I am not going to formulate matrix in this particular sense because it is the linear programming and we have to solve with the simple examples. The first example that consider in this case is a manager of the glass factory. There is a factory, glass manufacturing, wants to maximize the profit by making the bowls and mugs over there. Find the maximum production, that is number of the bowl and mug, so that the profit will be maximum. The raw data for the given, what are the resources are available. The resources requirements are here. Product, the two products we consider in case of the problem, one is ball, other is mug. So labor, that is our unit. One ball, one unit require 1 hour, and one mug that is required 2. So for the manufacturing, a bowel need 1 hour and mug need 2 hours. The clay, the materials are for 10 units, 4 kg bowels, 4 kg materials are required for 10 unit of the bowel, and for the same 10 unit of the mug, there is need of 3 kg. So you see, in this case, in bowel, time is less, but material is more. In mug, the time is more, but material is less. The revenue generation is one bowel has 40 rupees and one mug is 50 rupees. So on the basis of labor resource, we have to find out the revenue, and that revenue is profit. Profit will be maximum. So what availability is? There are 40 hours of labor and 120 kg of clay available for the day. For one particular day, these are the materials used, materials available, and on the basis of these materials, we have to find out the maximum profit. So solution, let the decision variable be x1. x1 variable number of vowels and x2 is number of mug. So objective function can be for one vowel has 40 rupees. So x1, let x1 is the number of vowel per day, that is 40 into x. 50 is the per unit of mug, and x2 is the total number of manufacturing in the day, so 50 into x. So z is equal to 40 x1 plus 50 x2 revenue in rupees. And the other objective functions are x1 plus x2 is equal to 40 hours. The hours available is for this one is for bowl, this one is mug, and then there is a labor constraint. The material constraint is for 4 kg 10 per 10. So x1 and this one is 3x2 is less than 120 kg clay constraint. x1, x2 are the positive in numbers. By use of algebra, we have the solution as x1 is 24 balls and x2 is 4 mug. If you solve this one by using the equality construction, then this one and the revenue generated is this much rupees. But this can be, this is the simplest way, but this can be used. In this case, it is the used in complete consumptions. But in industry like this, the complete consumption is not possible. So there are some remaining matter. So for that, we use the graphical method, plot, model, constraint on the set of coordinates in the plane, identify the feasible solution space on the graph where all constraints are satisfied simultaneously. Plot objective function to find the points on the boundary of the space and maximize the value of objective function. So let us start the graphical consideration. Graphical consideration are the simple consideration, that is the non-negative constraints. Here we see x1 in the horizontal, say it is a ball, and this one is x2, this is the vertical, and this domain is the positive. So we have assumed that number of ball and number of the mugs are finite. These are positive numbers. So we will have this one quadrant of the Cartesian quadrant. If you solve the simple, the first is, this depends upon the material. That is 4x1 plus 3x2 is less than equal to 120 kg. For this, we have to solve by the extreme conditions that if x1 is 0, this value is 0, so 3x2 is 120, so x2 is equal to 120 by 3, so 40. The coordinate is 0 and 40. The x coordinate, this x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is 40. So x coordinate is 0, y coordinate is 40. So this will be the point. And for x2 is 0. So if x2 is 0, therefore this point is 0, this quantity. 4x1 is equal to 120. So x1 is equal to 120 divided by 4. So it is 30. So the second quadrant is 30 and 0. This 30 and 0 is somewhere here, this point. So this is 30 and 0. So 2 points, 0 and 40 and 30 and 0, we join these 2 points to form a line. So for this particular objective function, this is a simple plot, a graphical plot. Now for the hours constraint, x1 plus 2, x2 is less than 40 hours. So if x1 is 0, then x2 is equal to 20. This x1 is equal to 0, 2 x2 is equal to 40. So x2 is equal to 40 divided by 2 is 20. So this one is x1 is 0 and this is 20. Now for x2 is 0, x2 is 0, this value is 0, the x1 is equal to 40. So it is the 40. The coordinate is 40 and 0 and 20. So this one is the line, that line, graphical line for the resource hours. So there are 2 lines. One is for the material clay line, other is for the available of the time, this line. These 2 lines are intersect at this particular point, and then this particular point, if we draw the tangent at this particular point and find the coefficient corresponding the x1 and x2, then we find that this intersection point draw perpendicular on x1, then we find this is 24. So in between 20 to 30, that is 24. Here the perpendicular drawn from this line is below 10, so it is 8. So the coordinate of this intersection point is 24 and 8. If this is 24 and 8, then substitute this 24 and 8 in the function z. Z function is here. This is z function. This is z function. The z function is 40x plus 50x2. So x2 is 8 and 40 into x1 is equal to 24. So 40 into 24 plus 50 into 8. So we'll find this one is 50 into 24, and this one is 126. So this value is some change, and that change is over here. And then what we find is this value 0 ball. This point correspond extreme case A, and 1000 rupees. Z is here. It is 24 and 8. This is 1360. And the C is, this one is x1, that is 30. Here it is 1200. So the maximum value Z1 is 1000, 1360, 1200. So Z is maximum here. So the manager took the decision to manufacture 24 bowels and 8 mugs so that the profit will maximize. So this one is the extreme corner with the maximization is 1360 rupees is the answer of this problem first. The second problem is minimization problem. In the same way, the minimization, the manager of chemical industry want to minimize the loss by exporting nitrogen and phosphate, as we well known that the chemical factory is nothing but a fertilizer factory in which there is a transportation of nitrogen and phosphorus to prepare the fertilizer. Then the raw data is chemical contribution. The brand is urea and NKP. These 2 are fertilizer. Then for the given bag, nitrogen is 2 kg and NKP is 4 kg. Phosphate bag 4 kg and this 2 kg. There are 16 kg nitrogen and 24 kg of phosphate available for each day. Then how can we minimize the loss? So solution objective function can be formulated as minimize Z is equal to 6x1 plus 6s1 plus 3x2. The 6x1 loss in case of the urea and 3x2 in case of NKP. So NKP, and these are 2 things that is given, and the subject that 2x1 plus 4x2, 2x1 plus 4x2 is restricted over the 16 kg, that is greater, and the phosphate, the 4x1 plus 3x2 from this phosphate is greater than 24 kg of phosphate. So the objective function that variables x1 and x2 are given in these three forms. Again, this finite value x1 and x2 greater than 0 means we will use the first quadrant of the graph. So in the first quadrant, you see this one is x1 and this one is x2. So from these two, we can plot the graph as in the case of previous way, that is x1. X1 is 0 of urea, so x2 will be 8 bag. And if the x1 is, here it is this second function, that is the x1 is 0, and then the value of x2 is this one is. So you have this one curve and this curve, then the z is equal to 6x1 plus 3. So these are the loss region. In earlier case, the region containing origin is the maximum profit. Here the origin living is the minimum loss. So that part is the maximization, here it is the minimization. And for the minimization, we find this 6x1. So x1, coefficient of x1 is very large and we have to find z minimum. So 3x2, so x2 is the 3 compare. So 3, 8 bags for NKP for corresponding this point A, there 8 into 3 is 24. So this one is the 24 rupees loss in case of the value of this one. So there is no consumptions, no loss of the urea for the case, and there is exportation of 8 packets give the minimum loss of this problem. Now, the simplex method that we have the algebraic concept, the mathematical procedure for solving linear programming problems according to set of steps. That is example 1, maximization. These are the two set of equations for 40 hours of labor and 120 kg of clay. Now, the example 2, minimization. For the minimization, that is surplus. Surplus value subtracted. This is S2. S2 is 2x1 plus 4x2 is greater than is equal to 16. Transform into the surplus value S. S surplus value is 16. So what this one is a slack variable, here it is surplus variable. So but finally we have slack oblique surplus variables have a 0 coefficient in the objective function of optimization. Objective function of optimization means Z. Z is optimization function and that has no contribution of the objective function to this. So the same analysis, the previous analysis we have in this case also. These are the two graph and this one is the intersection. So this region containing origin is the maximization for the Boyle and Mugg. And the next one is surplus variable, that is the minimization. So this part is minimization. And for this case, Z is 24. For this case, Z is 48. And for intersection, Z is 33.6. So we take this one is the minimum loss, that is 24. So these linear programming have two ways, either maximize the terms or minimize the terms, and we have the graphical region for feasible solution space, feasible solution space for maximum and minimum. So these are the graphical contribution in the linear programming, and thank you for all for this part.